Hi, before we start this ASMR video, I'd like to thank all these members on my Patreon for their continued support. If you're looking for any content that I create on other platforms, check the link below. Now, let's get into the video. Hello, and welcome to our guided meditation. This one will include pictures that you need to envision as we go through it. Some of the pictures that I make you think about will be different, but intriguing at the same time. We'll have a guided session where I teach you how to breathe, where I teach you how to enjoy meditation. There'll be background noises, things that make you feel like you're part of the current atmosphere, noises that we're all so used to, that we create as a white noise. For example, the potential noise that you may hear in the ambiance of the outside world of this room that we're in together. All of it is just part of how this meditation will go. So, what I'd like you to do is get comfortable. Get yourself into a position that you feel exceptionally comfortable in. Maybe a blanket. Maybe you're in your bed. Whatever that place is. Take your time and get there. I'll wait a second or so. While you're getting comfortable, I'd like you to start focusing on your breathing, on how things progress when we think about breathing in such a way that we don't actually think about. For example, this whole time we've been talking, you've been breathing, but you don't think about it in the way that I'd like you to think about it. Take a deep breath in. Really recognize your breath. Hold that breath in. Feel your lungs expanding. You can slowly let it out. The best practice in terms of breathing, where you feel your breath, is in through your nose. Hold it until you're aware of it, and then let it out. Let's repeat that 4 more times. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Last one. And 4. Just conducting those 4 deep breaths should have felt like you were a little bit more grounded. If they didn't, or if it didn't happen yet, keep practicing that technique, that breathing cycle, in through the nose. Hold, and out through the mouth. Really feel that breath leave your body. Great, so that will be our initial starting sequence for our breaths. Now, to heighten this meditation, to make this more intuitive and different to maybe what you've experienced before, close your eyes. Deep breath in, and I'm going to give you a picture. Deep breath in. You're in a meadow. just a small, simple sentence of being in a meadow, envisioning it. Were you lying down? Were you standing? Were you looking at it from a third person's point of view or first person? So many ways when I say you're in a meadow. That's the power of meditation. You can create your own sequence of events on how to relax yourself the best that you possibly can. Good, let's do another breath in. I'll give you another sentence. Close your eyes. Deep breath in. You're having a bath. Let that breath out. Again, I would assume everybody would have been looking at this in first-person view, staring at their feet. What type of bath was it? Was it a large tub? Was it a tub center of the room? Imagination can be quite strong in our meditation world. Let's do this 2 more times. I'll give you 2 more sentences of places that I want you to go when you take that deep breath in. Deep breath in. You're having dinner on the couch. For this one, not only would you be having dinner, so you would have created from a first person's point of view the type of food that was in front of you, but were you in the living room alone? Were you watching TV? Was there a fireplace in front of you? The imagination, like I said, is just incredible. Let's do the last one now. Deep breath in. Hold that breath. You're on a ship. Let it out. Were you on a cruise ship? Were you on a ferry or a small boat? Where were you in that? Were you on a lake or were you in the ocean? The imagination is truly remarkable on what and how it makes us feel. How are you feeling overall at this moment? Relaxed is a good word to use, I'd say. Calm is another. Peace or peaceful, also another good one to use. Let's move to the next step of this breathing technique, where I ask you to hold your breath just a little longer than the first time. I want you to truly feel the lungs, the air in your lungs. So take a deep breath in. Hold that breath as long as you possibly can. The longer, the more you're aware of your lungs, the more you're aware of the air in your lungs. At any time here, you are allowed to let the air out if you cannot keep it in. But I encourage you to embrace that feeling that you're having. And then let it out when you feel it's the right time. Let's do that again. Deep breath in. Hold the breath. For the purposes of this, I will be letting my breath out to continue to talk to you while you are holding your breath. Feel the air in your lungs. Face it. Nothing bad will happen. At any point in time, you can let that air out and draw in another miraculous breath of air. For the purposes of this meditation, you are to let your air out now if you have not already done so. Take a deep breath in. Feel the new air entering your body. Good. If you feel a little lightheaded, that is okay. If you feel that you could have held your breath longer, well, I encourage you to do that the next time you do this session with yourself. Just relax. That's all I can say is just give yourself the ability to feel the air inside your lungs. The more you do it, the more you will feel at one with yourself, the more you will be able to hold your breath longer and longer and longer. If you'd like, you're more than welcome to repeat this session of meditation that we have just done. In fact, I encourage you to repeat this session. Give yourself the ability to relax further and further and further into your body. How are you feeling right now? The answer should be relaxed. The answer should be more in tune with yourself. And if you're not, that is also okay. Not everybody is able to meditate on their first try. But I encourage you to keep on trying. Lastly, to end out this session, we're going to take 5 deep breaths in. But we won't hold the breath. We'll just take 5 deep breaths in to make ourselves aware of our lungs. Deep breath number 1, this time through the mouth, out the nose. Breath 1. Breath number 2. Breath number 3. Breath number 4. Last and final breath, number 5. Let it all out. Big breath in now. If you enjoyed this session of meditation, please let Margaret know. That's my assistant just outside the door. She requests a like and a comment. And she appreciates if we have more clientele, so hit that subscribe button as well. And if you ever want to meditate again, come find me or just watch this session 1